Hey all, my name is Paul Borosky and I am the owner of Quality Business Plan. And what I'd like to do today is to give you all some tips and tricks on how to write a moving company business plan, as well as how to construct a basic pro forma financial model that may be used to quickly identify what your profits would like to be, as well as give you a foundation to later on build some pro forma financial projections. So the way the video is going to work out is I'm going to give you all a little bit of background about me, dive into a couple of tips and tricks in relations to your company, to your company summary section of the business plan, talk a little bit about your profit and loss statement, or show you how to construct a basic financial model that might be blown up into your pro forma financial statements, and then finally summarize the video, and we'll be all set. All right. So without further ado, let's go ahead and discuss this fun and exciting topic of moving company business plans. But first, before we get into that, a little bit about me, then we're going to talk about you and your needs for a moving company business plan. First and foremost, I am a professional writer, specifically a business plan writer. So if you wanted to avoid all the fun and excitement and the joy and so on and so forth of writing your own business plan, please feel free to pick up the phone, give me a call, send me a text, send me an email. Be delighted to write the business plan for you. If you have your business plan almost done, and boy, you're just really knocking it out of the park with those pro forma financial projections, but you just need that little bit more oomph to get you over the edge, check out some of my books on Amazon.com. I have written some books on business plan writing, as well as understanding financial projections. And then finally, I am an adjunct professor and subject matter expert for business and finance. So if you do need a little bit of help with your financial projections, your business plan's all taken care of, but those darn pesky numbers just tripping you up, again, pick up the phone, give me a call, send me a text, send me an email. Be delighted to help you in that aspect as well. Infomercial is complete. Let's talk about your moving company business plan and its business plan, and some tips and tricks for it. All right. So first and foremost, when I work on a moving company business plan, in the company description section, I'm going to cover the typical information: the company name, the location, geographic area that's going to be serviced by the moving company. But also, what I'm going to do is I'm going to touch on one or two of the niche services that are going to be provided by the moving company. One of the niche services might be that you do local, regional, and moving. And nationwide moving. So, if that's one of the services that you're going to provide, definitely touch on that. And then also maybe touch on some discounts. Do you offer discounts to senior citizens, to military personnel, to first responders? If that is one of your niches that you're going to be offering, again, make sure to also address that in your company description section. And then finally, some moving companies are going to offer storage opportunities. If you're moving from one city to the next city, but your closing's out for a couple months or even a couple weeks, you don't want your furniture sitting in a moving truck. So you might want to be able to provide moving storage opportunities for your customers. So whatever your niche service is going to be, make sure to include that in your discussions, whether it be in the introductory statement of your company description, in your services section, or just in a competitive advantage section. Next is going to be your business and structure models. And what I mean by business and structure models is that how are you going to address some of the challenges in operations or just in the environment? For example, how are you going to schedule your moves? If you got 5 moves ready to go and you've got 5 trucks, but they're on different sections of the country or different sections of the state or region that you're servicing, how are you going to schedule those to make sure that not only are you servicing your customers optimally, but you're also making sure that you're using your labor and your fuel and your truck in an efficient manner? So make sure you put some kind of statement in there that how you're going to schedule your logistics of the moving. Next is going to be, what are some of the challenges that industry competitors right now are facing? Is there a labor shortage right now? Is there huge, fuel costs, or are they, fluctuating? So make sure to tackle and describe, some of the challenges in the industry, and include that into your company description section. When you include some challenges that other competitors are facing, it shows that first you have some foresight, and you understand the industry, and you also have some solutions to to some of the challenges that are in the industry right now. So make sure you address some of the challenges out there. And finally, is going to be your competitive advantages. You are going to be a moving company. You're going to be helping customers move from one location to the next. that is indicative of every moving company. What sets you apart? What are you going to do different? Are you going to hire people, with background checks? Are you going to have, new vehicles that you're going to be using? Are you going to have lift gates on the back of your truck? What are some of the things that you're going to be doing differently that other moving companies are not going to be doing that's going to set you apart? Make sure you address that. And then finally, one of the things that I like to do when I write my business plans, or I suggest to the clients when they're going to use one of my templates to write their business plans, is to go ahead and pepper in a little bit of industry statistics in your company description section. For example, the moving company industry right now is a $18.5 billion industry with a growth rate annually at about 1%. So what I would do if I was going to write a moving company business plan template is I would use those industry statistics somewhere in my company description section. I would also include footnotes showing where I got that information. When you do that, you are adding credibility to your business plan. You're showing that A, you've done the research, B, you know how to do a little bit of writing and a little bit of citing. And then C is showing them that the information that is included in the business plan is factual for the most part, because this is the information, these are the sources. When you put some sources in there, then people, when they're reading it, whether it's true or not, they're going to start saying, you know what, if this information is correct, then all the other information is going to be correct. Thus, it's going to give your business plan some credibility, from just a couple of citations like that. So just keep that in mind. Make sure to include some statistics in there. All right, next, tip number 2, financial projections. Now, just to show you all how to create financial models for the moving company industry that's going to generate pro forma profit and loss statement for the next 12 months and next 5 years with a balance sheet, maybe even a break-even analysis. It's well outside of the scope of this video. However, what you can do is I can show you all how to make just a basic financial model that is customized for the moving industry. And in this model, it's really good for you to be able to quickly identify how many customers you need. It'll help you set some benchmarks for your revenues and your fixed costs and then your profits. And also, it's a great starting point for your pro forma financial projections for your moving company. And so here is the little financial model that I've created here. It's got 3 sections. It's got your revenue section here, your monthly fixed cost section here, and then your monthly profits. So what will you do for this little financial model here is the variables that I've got in here is going to be the number of customers, average sales price, and variable cost per customer. So this right here is a daily. It's going to show you how many customers you need to service on a daily basis in order to achieve the profits you want for a month. So again, for this example, if we service 2 customers a day with an average sales price of $400 with a variable cost of $25, variable cost could include your gas prices, if you're using some plastic wrap, what have you. So that's going to be your variables you're going to use. In order to get your gross profits, all you're going to do is you're going to take your sales price and you're going to subtract your variable cost, which gives us our gross profit. And then to get our daily gross profits, we're going to take our gross profits and multiply them by how many customers you're going to service in a day. In this example, 750. Next thing we need to do is we're going to take that $750 and we're going to multiply the number of days that we're going to be working per month. If we got a couple of crews going, then we can pull off 30 days. If it's going to be more of a 6-day work week, then we're going to change that maybe to 26 days. And once you do that, you're going to multiply your daily gross profits by the number of days per month. And in this example, it's going to give us 19,500. We would then take that number and we pull it down here. We tie the H9 cell to right here under our monthly profits. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to identify all of our fixed costs on a monthly basis. The lease, labor, utilities, marketing, supplies, accounting, and the wonderful catch-all of miscellaneous. It's as a moving company, as in any other entrepreneur. It's almost every day is almost like Christmas, where we have another surprise and it's going to cost us. So the miscellaneous section for a monthly basis is our catch-all for surprises. So once we identify all our monthly costs, we add them up. For this example, $11,900. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to tie that $11,900 right down here to this tab right here by doing an equal D20. And then once we have our revenues calculated and our monthly fixed cost calculated, all we're going to do is we're going to deduct our gross profits from our costs. Is going to give us our net profits of $7,600. So the wonderful thing about this little basic model, and it probably take about 10 minutes to create in an Excel sheet, is that now what you can do is you can go ahead and calculate. Let's say you're going to service 4 customers on a daily basis, but it's only going to be $200 or $250. You're going to be able to see what the changes to these variables are going to do to your net profits. Let's say you want net profits of $10,000 and your average sales cost is going to be maybe $300. So how many customers do you need to service in this situation? Well, maybe it's going to be 3. So you're going to need about 3 customers in order to achieve your $10,000 profits. So this is the beautiful thing right here is this basic model. You can start changing your fixed costs. You can change the number of days you work, number of customers, the average sales price, the variable cost. You can just change these variables and you can see what's going to happen to your net profits as you are making these changes. So it's going to help you identify a lot of benchmarks that's going to be in your business really quickly and efficiently. All right. So with that information said, in a summary, when you're writing up your business plan for a moving company, make sure to use a proven format. If you go to the SBA website, you can get a general template that may be used for a moving company and for restaurants and for manufacturers and for shippers and receivers and trucking companies and handyman. So you're going to be able to figure out what the heck you need, what the heck you don't need, and it might take you even longer to do that than just to write the business plan from scratch. So make sure to use a proven format when you're writing up your moving company business plan. I do have a moving company business plan template that is geared towards the industry. If you want to check it out at qualitybusinessplan.com/moving company business plan template. And then also, if you want a little bit more information on how to write a moving company business plan, just go to qualitybusinessplan.com/how to write a moving company business plan. And then finally, when you're doing your business plan, a lot of times when I'm working with a client who's been in the moving business or any other business for that matter, for any length of time, their business plans, when they write them up, they tend to start talking about themselves more than the business. And yes, you are you are an important factor of your business. Heck, you made the darn thing. However, when you're writing your business plan, keep the star of the show as the business and just use yourself as a supporting cast member as compared to the star of the show. And then finally, if you need some help writing up a business plan or you need a business plan template, please don't hesitate to pick up the phone, give me a call, send me a text, send me an email. Be delighted to help. And then finally, hope this video was helpful. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up on YouTube. And as always, have a great day. Thank you.